Computer networking. Computer networking refers to the practice of connecting multiple computing devices together for the purpose of sharing resources and information. Learning objectives. What is a computer network? Internet terminologies. Types of computer networks. Devices required in computer networks. Network topology. Network protocols. What is a computer network? A collection of interconnected computers and other devices that may interact and share resources is known as a computer network. The computers and other devices in a network can be connected by radio waves, cables, phone lines, etc. These networks can be as small as two computers linked together in a house or office, or they can be as large and complicated as large international networks like the Internet. When a computer is not connected to any network, it is called a local or standalone computer. When it is connected to a network via a cable or some other communication means, it becomes a workstation on the network. Any individual or entity that accesses and utilizes a computer network to perform tasks, communicate, access resources and services is called a network user. Computer network. Components of computer network. In the context of computer networks, sender, receiver, and medium are the key components. Sender, receiver, transmission medium. Any device on a computer network that initiates the communication by creating and transmitting a message or data is called the sender. Any device on a network that receives the message or data sent by the sender is called the receiver. The transmission medium, also known as the communication channel, is the physical or virtual pathway through which the message or data travels from the sender to the receiver. The sender is responsible to encode the message into a suitable format for transmission and then send it through a communication channel. The receiver decodes and interprets the message to understand its content or meaning. The choice of communication medium depends on factors like the distance between sender and receiver, the speed of data transmission required, and the type of information being communicated. Do-it-yourself communication and collaboration. Call a group of 3 students to the front of the classroom. Assign one student as the sender, the second as the recipient, and the third as the communication channel. Ask the sender, Student 1, to convey a message to the communication medium, Student 2, who will then transmit the message to the receiver, Student 3. This will help students comprehend the role of various components in the computer network. Need and advantages of computer network. Computer networks play a fundamental role in modern society by facilitating communication, collaboration, resource sharing, and access to information and services across diverse environments and applications. Resource sharing. Networks enable the sharing of hardware resources such as printers, scanners, and storage devices among multiple users, reducing costs and increasing efficiency. Data sharing and collaboration. Networks facilitate easy sharing of files and data, enabling collaboration among users regardless of their location. This promotes teamwork and enhances productivity. Communication. Networks provide various communication tools such as email, instant messaging, video conferencing, and VoIP, allowing real-time communication and collaboration among individuals and groups. Internet access. Networks provide access to the Internet, allowing us to browse websites, send emails, and engage in online activities. Access to information. Networks grant access to vast repositories of knowledge, research papers, and educational resources. Backup and recovery. Data can be backed up to remote servers or storage devices, reducing the risk of data loss in case of hardware failure or emergencies. Scalability. Networks can easily scale to accommodate growing numbers of users, devices, and data. Remote access. Networks enable remote access to resources and services, allowing users to work from home or access corporate resources while traveling. Enhanced security. Networks allow for the implementation of security measures such as firewalls, encryption, and access controls to protect data and systems from unauthorized access and cyber threats. Client-server model. The client-server model is widely used in networking and computing systems to facilitate communication and resource sharing. Client. A client is a device or software application that initiates communication with another device or service, known as the server. Clients request services or resources from servers, such as web pages, files, database queries, or email messages. Server. A server is a computer or software application that responds to client requests by processing data, executing commands, or providing access to files, databases, applications, or other resources. Servers are typically powerful computers with high-performance hardware and specialized software configurations. Clients may interact with multiple servers simultaneously to access different services or resources. Examples of clients include desktop computers, laptops, smartphones, tablets, and software applications like web browsers and email clients. Servers may handle multiple client connections concurrently, depending on their capacity and configuration. Examples of servers include web servers, email servers, file servers, and database servers. Bonus content, subject enrichment. Any device connected to a network, such as computers, servers, printers, routers, or switches, is known as a node. Internet terminologies. Internet is the global system of interconnected computer networks that link various computing devices worldwide. Let us read some important terms related to the Internet. Intranet. It is a private computer network owned by a company or an organization and is accessible only to its employees. Intranet is closely related to the Internet, but has a protecting system to prevent unauthorized access from external computer networks. Internet Service Provider, ISP. An ISP is a company or organization that provides access to the Internet and related services to individuals, businesses, and other entities. ISPs provide the necessary infrastructure and network connectivity that allows users to access the Internet. This includes the provision of broadband or dial-up connections, as well as wireless and fiber optic technologies. Uniform Resource Locator, URL. It is the unique address by which a website can be located on the Internet. For example, www.google.com is the URL of the Google homepage. Domain Name System, DNS. DNS is a fundamental technology used on the Internet to translate human-readable domain names. For example, www.example.com into numerical IP, Internet Protocol, addresses. For example, 192.168.1.1, that computers and networking devices use to locate and communicate with each other. Internet Protocol Address, IP address. An IP address is a unique numerical label assigned to each device connected to a computer network that uses the Internet Protocol for communication. IP addresses are unique identifiers within a network. No two devices on the same network should have the same IP address. Web page. A web page is a document or resource on the World Wide Web that is accessible through a web browser. It is a fundamental unit of the web, containing text, images, multimedia elements, links, and other content designed for viewing in a web browser. Website. A website can contain many web pages, which are linked together and share a common theme, look and feel. Each website is owned and updated by an individual, a company or an organization. Homepage. It is the main page of a website which contains information and links to other pages of the website. It is the first page that is displayed on every website. Web portal. A web portal is a website or online platform that serves as a centralized gateway to access information, services, and resources from various sources on the internet, such as news websites, social media platforms, email, and more. Hyperlink. A hyperlink, or simply a link, is a clickable element in a digital document or web page that redirects the user to another location, such as another web page, document, image, video, or resource. When a user clicks on a hyperlink, the web browser retrieves the linked resource and displays it to the user, allowing seamless navigation between interconnected content. Hypertext. Hypertext refers to text that contains links, hyperlinks, to other texts or multimedia elements, allowing users to navigate between related pieces of information non-sequentially. Bandwidth. Bandwidth represents the maximum amount of data that can be transmitted over a network or communication channel in a given amount of time. It is typically measured in bits per second, bps, kilobits per second, kbps, megabits per second, mbps, or gigabits per second, gbps. Types of computer networks. Based on the physical distance a computer network covers, it is categorized into the following types. Personal Area Network, PAN. A PAN is a small, short-range network designed for connecting personal devices within a limited physical area, typically within a few meters to a maximum of about 10 meters. PANs are intended for personal or individual use. They enable users to connect their personal devices, such as smartphones, laptops, tablets, wireless headphones, keyboards, mice, speakers, and smartwatches. Bluetooth and Wi-Fi are common technologies used to create PANs. Personal Area Network. Do-it-yourself, experiential learning. The most common uses of PAN are connecting your smartphone to wireless headphones, or pairing a mobile device with a smartwatch. Make a list of some other devices which can be a part of PAN in your home. Local Area Network, LAN. A LAN is a network of connected computers and devices that are located in a limited area, like a single office building, floor, or department. Devices that are physically close to one another can communicate, share data, and access resources more easily when they are connected by LAN. Because of their high data transfer speeds, linked devices can communicate and share data quickly. Both wired and wireless technologies are compatible with LANs. While wireless LANs make use of Wi-Fi or other wireless protocols, wired LANs typically use Ethernet connections. Important note: a LAN usually does not exceed an area of 2 to 3 square kilometers. Local Area Network. Bonus content, subject enrichment. Bluetooth and Wi-Fi are both wireless communication technologies that enable devices to connect and communicate wirelessly. Bluetooth is used to create a wireless PAN that lets the electronic devices such as laptops, smartphones, wireless speakers, keyboards and mice, to communicate with each other within the range of 10 meters. Wireless Fidelity, Wi-Fi, is widely used for creating wireless LANs and also for providing wireless internet access to users. A Wi-Fi-enabled device should be within a specific range, which is up to 50 meters, from the network to connect to it. Campus Area Network, CAN. A CAN is a type of computer network that connects multiple buildings or areas within a limited geographic area, such as a university campus, corporate campus, healthcare complex, or military base. CANs cover a larger area than LANs as they connect multiple buildings or locations within the campus. These buildings may house various departments, offices, laboratories, and facilities. Campus Area Network. Metropolitan Area Network, MAN. A MAN is a type of computer network that covers a larger geographical area than an but is smaller in scope compared to a WAN. It typically spans a city or a metropolitan area, connecting multiple LANs and buildings within that area. MANs are designed to provide high-speed, high-capacity data transmission and network connectivity to support businesses, organizations, and institutions within the metropolitan region. Metropolitan Area Network. Wide Area Network, WAN. A WAN is a type of computer network that covers a large geographical area, often spanning across cities, countries, or even continents. WANs are designed to connect multiple LANs and MANs over long distances, allowing for data transmission and communication between geographically dispersed locations. WANs provide global connectivity, allowing organizations to connect their remote offices, branches, and data centers located in different parts of the world. Wide Area Network. Do-it-yourself experiential learning. Visit various departments of your school and find out which type of computer network is being used there. You can take the help of your computer teacher and other staff members working in different departments. Devices required in computer networks. A computer network consists of various components and devices that work together to facilitate communication and data exchange between computers and other devices. Let us read about these devices. Network Interface Card. The Network Interface Card, NIC, commonly referred to as Ethernet card, is a hardware device that enables a computer to connect to a network. It allows the computer to communicate over the network. NICs can be built into the motherboard or added as expansion cards. Network Interface Card. Ethernet Cable. Ethernet cables, also called networking cables, are commonly used for wired connections within local area networks, LANs. They can be used to connect a computer with a modem, switch or hub, two computers directly without any hub or switch, a hub with a switch, two switches or hubs. Ethernet cable. Bonus content, subject enrichment. There are various types of networking cables, such as coaxial cable, twistor pair cable, and fiber optics, or optical fiber cable. Modem. A modem, short for modulator-demodulator, is a device that enables transmission of digital data, such as text, images, and files, over telephone lines that were originally designed for analog voice communication. Modems accomplish this by modulating digital signals into analog signals for transmission and demodulating incoming analog signals back into digital form. Modem. Bonus content, technology literacy. Modulation is the process of putting your message onto a carrier wave to make it stronger and travel farther. Demodulation is the process of catching your original message from the carrier wave at the receiving end. Hub. A hub is a small rectangular device that connects multiple devices on a network so that they can communicate with one another. It gathers the signals from a device connected to the network and transmits them to all other connected devices. A hub has multiple ports ranging from 4 to over 400. Hub. Important note. Hubs have largely become obsolete in modern networking due to their limitations and inefficiencies. Hub. Switch. A switch is a hardware device that is used to connect multiple devices within a network and facilitate the efficient and intelligent forwarding of data packets between these devices. Switches have largely replaced older networking devices like hubs and bridges due to their advanced capabilities. Unlike a hub that broadcasts data to all devices, a switch forwards data to only those devices that need to receive it. Hence, a switch is also called as an intelligent hub. Switch. Router. A router is a networking device used for interconnecting different networks, such as multiple LANs or LAN and the Internet. A router can be wired or wireless. A wired router connects computers and other devices to the network through cables, whereas a wireless router connects devices through radio signals. Router. Bonus content. Subject enrichment. A data packet, or simply a packet, is a small, self-contained block of data that includes both the actual data being transmitted and additional information needed for its routing and delivery to its destination. By breaking down data into smaller chunks, data packets allow for faster transmission and more reliable delivery. Moreover, if one packet gets lost or corrupted along the way, it can be resent without affecting the rest of the message. Gateway. A gateway is a device or software application that serves as an interface between two different networks, allowing data to flow between them. Gateways are essential for enabling communication between networks that use different protocols or technologies. They act as translators, ensuring that data from one network can be understood and routed correctly to its destination on another network. Gateway. Repeater. A repeater is a network device designed to extend the range and coverage of a network by amplifying and retransmitting data signals. When data signals travel over long distances, they can lose strength and become vulnerable to interference or distortion. Repeaters boost the signal strength to ensure it reaches its intended destination in a usable form. Repeater. Bonus content. Subject enrichment. In wireless networks, repeaters are often referred to as signal boosters or range extenders. They receive weak wireless signals from a source, amplify them, and retransmit them to cover a larger area. This helps improve Wi-Fi coverage in homes, offices, and outdoor spaces. Network topology. Network topology refers to the physical or logical layout or arrangement of devices and connections in a computer network. It defines how devices are interconnected and how data flows between them. There are several types of network topologies, each with its own advantages and disadvantages. Here are some common network topologies. Bus topology. In a bus topology, all devices are connected to a single communication line, called a bus or backbone. Devices communicate by transmitting data signals onto the bus, which are then received by all other devices on the network. Bus topologies are simple to set up and require minimal cabling, but they can suffer from performance degradation if too many devices are connected or if there is a break in the bus line. Star topology. In a star topology, each device is connected directly to a central hub or switch. All communication between devices must pass through the central hub, which manages data traffic on the network. Star topologies are easy to manage and provide better performance and scalability compared to bus topologies. However, they require more cabling and are vulnerable to the failure of the central hub. Ring topology. In a ring topology, each device is connected to two neighboring devices, forming a closed-loop or ring structure. Data travels around the ring in one direction, passing through each device until it reaches its destination. Ring topologies are efficient and provide equal access to all devices, but they can be difficult to troubleshoot and expand. Mesh topology. In a mesh topology, each device is connected to every other device in the network, creating multiple paths for data to travel. Mesh topologies provide redundancy and fault tolerance, as data can be rerouted along alternative paths if one connection fails. Though mesh topologies are complex and expensive to implement, requiring a large number of cables and ports, they offer high reliability and performance. Hybrid topology. A hybrid topology combines two or more basic topologies, such as star bus, star ring, or mesh star configurations. It allows for greater flexibility and scalability, as different parts of the network can be designed to meet specific requirements. Hybrid topologies are commonly used in large-scale networks where multiple connectivity options are needed. Bus topology. Star topology. Ring topology. Mesh topology. Hybrid topology *ring. Do-it-yourself critical thinking. Imagine you and your friends are holding hands in a circle. When you want to tell something to the person next to you, you whisper it, and they whisper it to the next person until it goes around the circle and gets to the right person. What type of topology is it? Network protocols. Imagine you and your friend want to play a game, but you need to agree on some rules first. These rules will help you understand how to play the game, what actions you can take, and how to communicate with each other during the game. In the world of computers and networks, a protocol is like a set of rules or guidelines that computers and devices follow when they communicate with each other. Just like the rules of a game, protocols help computers understand how to send and receive data, how to format it, and how to make sure it gets to the right place. There are a large number of protocols used in computer networks and the Internet. Let us read about some of them. TCP/IP, Transmission Control Protocol/Internet Protocol. TCP/IP is the fundamental protocol suite of the Internet and most computer networks. It consists of two main protocols, TCP, which ensures reliable data delivery, and IP, which handles addressing and routing packets across networks. TCP/IP is used for transmitting data across the Internet and is the foundation of many other network protocols. HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. The HTTP protocol is used for transferring web pages and other web content on the World Wide Web. It defines how web browsers and web servers communicate, allowing users to access and view web pages by sending requests and receiving responses. HTTPS, Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure, is an extension of HTTP that adds encryption to secure data transmission over the Internet. It is commonly used for secure online transactions and sensitive data exchange. FTP, File Transfer Protocol. FTP is used for transferring files from one computer to another over a network. It is one of the earliest and most widely used protocols for file transfer and management. FTP operates over the TCP/IP protocol suite and allows users to upload, download, delete, rename, and manage files and directories on remote servers or computers. This protocol is mainly used for website maintenance, file sharing, and data backup. Bonus content, subject enrichment. FTP supports two data transfer modes, ASCII and binary mode. ASCII mode is used for text files, while binary mode is used for non-text files like images, executable, and compressed files. The appropriate mode must be selected to ensure proper file transfer. POP3, Post Office Protocol version 3. POP3 is a protocol used by email clients to retrieve email messages from a remote server. It allows users to download emails from their server to their local computer or device for offline access. IMAP, Internet Message Access Protocol. IMAP is another email protocol used for retrieving and managing email messages stored on a remote email server. This means that emails remain on the server, and clients synchronize with the server to view, organize, and manage their email. SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. SMTP is one of the fundamental protocols in email communication, working in conjunction with IMAP and POP3 to ensure the complete process of sending, receiving, and storing email messages. Important note: when you compose an email in your email client and click the send button, the email client uses SMTP to transfer the message to an outgoing mail server. For the teacher, explain the purpose of computer networks, including data sharing, resource sharing, internet access, communication, and collaboration. Take them to the various departments of the school to show how networking is being used in the school. Introduce different types of computer networks. Explain the key components of a computer network, including devices, computers, servers, routers, switches, cables or wireless connections, network protocols, and network topology. If possible, take them to the computer lab and show various networking devices which are being used in the lab. Let us revise. A collection of interconnected computers and other devices that may interact and share resources is known as a computer network. In the context of computer networks, sender, receiver, and medium are the key components. Computer networks play a fundamental role in modern society by facilitating communication, collaboration, resource sharing, and access to information. A client is a device or software application that initiates communication with another device or service, known as the server. Based on the physical distance a computer network covers, it is categorized into PAN, RAN, CAN, MAN, and WAN. Some of the devices which are used in a computer network are network interface card, Ethernet cable, modem, hub, switch, router, gateway, and repeater. Network topology refers to the physical or logical layout or arrangement of devices and connections in a computer network. Some of the commonly used network topologies are bus, star, ring, mesh and hybrid topology. In the world of computers and networks, a protocol is like a set of rules or guidelines that computers and devices follow when they communicate with each other. Some of the examples of Internet protocols are TCP/IP, HTTP, FTP, POP3, IMAP, and SMTP.